Hello everyone, my name is John Locke and I'd like to welcome you to the Winning Trade. And today it is that time of year again. It is the last winning trade of 2022 and it is time to pick our 2022 Winning Trade of the Year contenders so that you can vote and tell us and give us feedback on what your favorite Winning Trade of the Year is. Before we do that though, let's quickly go over our disclaimer material. Let you know the presentation is for educational purposes only. We're not broker dealers or financial advisors. We're not making any specific trade recommendations. Also, please be aware the risk in trading options is substantial, and please make sure you're aware of all your risks prior to placing any trades. Also, please consider any trades and results to be hypothetical computer simulated trades. They would be believed to be as accurately represented as possible. Keep in mind live results can vary from simulated results for many different reasons. If this is your first experience with us, my name is John Locke. I'm a trading performance, wealth, and success coach with Locke in Your Success LLC, where myself and my mentors are here to help you win in the markets and in life as well. And the type of strategies that we specialize in are called high probability options trading strategies. It's where we utilize option strategies to make money from the passage of time rather than depending solely on price movement in order to be profitable. Now, this doesn't mean we are going to make money all the time, but we can often be profitable whether the market goes up, down, or sideways. And today is that special day in 2022 where you get to put in your feedback and choose your favorite strategy that we've covered here on the Winning Trade in the year of 2022. So during this session, I'm going to ask you a few questions about what's most important to you about a winning trading strategy. And this is important. There are many different types of ways to trade. There are many different types of strategies, and there are many, many different ways to be profitable in the marketplace. But depending on your personality and your style and your tendencies, you may gravitate towards one type of trade more than another type of trade. So I'd like you to take a pause and think about this for a moment. Which characteristics of a non-subjective trading strategy do you value the most? Is it overall performance? In other words, which trading strategy returned the highest return of the year? Is it the consistency of performance over time? And these are often different strategies. We often have strategies that are highly profitable in a particular year, but may not do necessarily that consistently. We have other strategies that may return a little bit less, but are more consistent year over year with their performance. And then, of course, we have simplicity of execution. And, depending on how we trade, depending on our time, depending on our personality, we may not want to be making 3 trades a day, for example. We may want to something that we can just enter and then exit at a later date. So all of these things are important considerations when you're looking at what type of trading strategy you might want to choose to trade. All of these strategies are fantastic strategies with excellent performance year over year, over time, and some of them are more simple, some of them are a little more complex, but if we're going to make more money than the S&P 500, for example, over time, then we're going to have to put a little bit of work in. So let's take a look at our contenders for winning trading strategy of the year. As we've done in the past, we take a look at 6 of our trading strategies that we cover during the year on the Winning Trade examples. And for any of you, you can go to thewinningtrade.com. That's thewinningtrade.com. And you can take a look and you can see examples of each of these strategies throughout the year and previous years and get a better idea for the type of adjustments, the type of performance, so that you can make a more educated choice on what you would prefer for winning trade of the year. Our first contender is the dependable M3.4U. Now, the M3.4U is a core trading strategy that we teach for stage 3 of our Trading Success Blueprint for our non-subjective traders. I love the strategy. It's a dynamic strategy. It's flexible. And when we get to stage 4 and stage 5, we can add subjectivity, and the way the strategy is adjusted is very dynamic. And it can not only be traded very effectively as a completely non-subjective strategy, but it can also be leaned one way or the other for our more subjective traders. Now, this strategy here, on all of these strategies, the examples are shown as non-subjective trading strategies where we did not take the market movement into consideration at all. We entered according to the rules, we adjusted according to the rules, we exited according to the rules. And if we did vary from those rules for one reason or another, which does happen from time to time, We did it on the options trade for income. So these strategies are also traded on a webinar that we have called Options Trading for Income. It's for our Go members, and we do this webinar every Monday morning, unless there's a holiday, in which case we do it on Tuesday, but we do it every week, and we cover 12 different powerful non-subjective trading strategies, and we go through them and we make our decisions real time, meaning it's not back trading. We come in, we see what's going on in the marketplace, we take a look at our rule set, we make the decision on what to do, and sometimes we have votes within the membership on what to do in certain areas, which can be considered gray areas, which don't typically happen, but they do happen from time to time. So these are results from that process. So our dependable M3.4U, a trade for trade return was 76.8%. This is an overlapping strategy, so we cut those returns in half to reflect that. And if you do that, you cut the returns in half, then it returned a 38.4% return, which is very good for a downtrending year. The S&P 500 obviously lost money for the year, and we've been very happy with the performance of the strategy over the year and over the past years as well. These are the episodes that if you go to thewinningtrade.com, you can go in, you can check out episodes of the M3.4U, get a good idea of how it works, get a great idea of whether you think it is worthy of your vote for winning trade of the year. The next is the time-tested M3. So our M3 strategy is probably over time has been our most popular strategy. We've traded this since 2006. We have had programs on it. We've had hundreds and hundreds of traders trading this live in the marketplace. And year over year, this strategy has proven to be an excellent strategy. Last year, it did not quite measure up to the M3.4U, but still returned a very nice amount. Our trade for trade return on our M3 was 54.9%. And that is also an overlapping strategy. So if we cut that in half, that comes out to 27.4%. These are the episodes that you can find if you go back to thewinningtrade.com. You can see examples of the M3. Again, a fantastic strategy there. Then we have the Mighty Rock. So the Mighty Rock is also another strategy we've been trading since before 2010. And this trade is most often the highest returning trade of the year. I believe for the last 3 years on the winning trade, if you take a look at our contenders, it's been in the contenders every single time. And I believe each time it has been the highest returning trade. It's not always the highest returning trade, but it's very common. So the Mighty Rock is not an overlapping strategy, so we don't make our correction. And our trade for trade return this year on the Rock strategy was below normal, but it was 51.94%, or almost 52%. Excellent year for the Rock. And this one can be seen at thewinningtrade.com, episodes 86, 89, 59, 45, 34, 13, and 6. Then next, we have the Viable X4 version 22. This is one of the strategies included in our X4 program. This trade returned a trade for trade return of 39.5%. If we cut that in half, that's just under 20% for the correction. And this can be seen on the episodes 83, 78, 30, 16, and 12 at thewinningtrade.com. Next, we have our exciting bearish butterfly trade. So the bearish butterfly has been around actually longer than the M3. It's been a very, very long time. It's not as consistent as the M3. The returns are generally higher, not this year, but over time they're generally higher than the M3. This year we returned trade for trade 23.84%. If you cut that in half for the overlapping, that's just under 12%. It's much below average, but still an impressive return despite the fact that the S&P 500 has been down a significant amount this year and the market's been extremely choppy. So these are the episodes that you can view the bearish butterfly strategy on thewinningtrade.com. And then last, but certainly not least, is the dynamic bear trade. Now, the bear trade is a strategy that we teach in our FIT program, or Fundamentals of Investing and Trading program, within the Go membership. It's a free strategy in the Go membership, and this trade returned a 42% return. It is not a overlapping trade, so this is we're going to take our trade return number here and 42% for the year. Fantastic return. It's a simple strategy, and I can't say enough about it. So that is the dynamic bear trade, and those are our 6 contenders for winning trade of the year. Let me just talk a little bit about more than performance. So again, these are our performance numbers, but we also are concerned about our win-loss ratio. So let me bring these up here. And as far as win-loss ratios, the Mighty Rock, which was our top performer for the year, won 8 trades in 2022 and lost 4. The dynamic bear trade, which came back at 42%, is much more simple than the rock trade, and it had 9 wins and 3 losses. So a little bit better win rate than the rock trade this year. Our dependable M3.4U trade returned 38.4% when corrected for overlap, and that came from 7 wins, 4 losses, and 1 break even. So we had a little less consistency there over the year, but still a really fantastic return for that strategy. Our time-tested M3 was the most consistent for the year. With the M3, we got a 27.4% corrected return when we correct for overlap. That consisted of 10 wins, 1 loss, and 1 break even. Fantastic rate. That's one of the biggest characteristics about this M3. Consistently, it usually has an extremely good win rate year after year after year. Our Viable X4 version 22 came out at 19.75%. That came from a win rate of 9 wins, 2 losses, and 1 break even. And our exciting bearish butterfly trade came in at 11.92% with 9 wins and 3 losses. These are all fantastic strategies. If I talk about the simplest trades in this group is going to be the bear trade. I would say the most consistently winning trade is going to be the time-tested M3, and I would say the highest return on average year over year is going to be the Mighty Rock. Which of these features is most important to you? Let us know. And you can do that by voting for your favorite strategy. You just click on the circle in the upper right-hand corner of this video, and then on the top link, and you can vote there. Or you can simply look in the comments below. We're going to have a link there for you as well. And also, you can just watch your email where we will provide you with a fast, easy link, assuming you're one of our subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed to thewinningtrade.com so that we can get that link out for you so you can vote for the winning trade. And when we tally up the votes over the new year, we are going to reveal the 2022 winning trading strategy of the year, and we will provide you with an exciting example of your favorite strategy on the next winning trade. I hope you participate, hope you have some fun, and I hope you have a great new year. We also encourage you to subscribe to our email list so you can get important updates on the winning trade. Also, come on over to lockinyoursuccess.com. That's LOCKEinyoursuccess.com, and check out our Go membership and discover how you too can follow along with all these trading strategies that we're mentioning today on thewinningtrade.com, as well as other great strategies as they unfold during our weekly Options Trading for Income webinars. Also, you'll get to learn about upcoming winning trade presentations. You can receive access to our free Trading Success Blueprint. And perhaps best of all, you can also check out our free Trading Performance podcast, where you can learn to skyrocket your trading results regardless of the type of trading you do. If you have any questions, comments, or anything else you'd like to see in the next winning trade, please leave that in the comments below. I'll make sure I answer your comments for you personally. Thank you for joining me, and make sure you vote for your favorite trade for the winning trade of the year. Happy New Year, everyone, and we'll see you on the next winning trade.